I'd like to thank you all for allowing me to interview for a position on the AREAA Boston board. I apologize that I'm not able to be there today. Unfortunately, I have some commitments to to a couple of buyers that I absolutely need to see through and can't reschedule. So I apologize, and again, I thank you for letting me take this opportunity to make a video as an interview format for the position. Um, First, just a little about myself. I worked in the pharmaceutical industry for 25 years in senior management. Um, Learned a lot about um, how to run departments, how to interact with people, how to make plans, how to follow through. I learned a lot about marketing. That was my primary role. Also did market research and then went into a lot of the strategic planning for these companies. So I'm really happy to have the opportunity to bring that into my business and to hopefully serve AREAA with some of that knowledge I have and some of that experience. Um, I've been in the real estate industry now for 2 years, worked for Carrington Real Estate Services. A person you know, Tom Trong, is my mentor in the real estate industry. Very proud to work with him and the rest of the Carrington team. Um, I first became involved in AREAA through Tom. He recruited me to participate, and I asked, seriously, what's a white guy going to do in the Asian Real Estate Association? And he said, I think you have something to offer, and I'm very proud that I have been able to offer at least a little bit and to participate. I've certainly gotten a lot more out of the organization than I've put in. I'm very, I tell people that the $99 a year I spend on membership is the best $99 I spend. I love the fact that it's really committed to making a difference in the lives of the Asian community, and not just the Asian American community, but the Asian community as a whole through its outreach programs. I know that the mission of the organization is to promote sustainable home ownership in the Asian American community. So yes, I did study for that. Was prepared to answer the question, but I think it's a lot more than that. I love the fact that the organization really puts its money, so to speak, where its mouth is in promoting home ownership, in promoting education on real estate issues to both the public and to people in our industry, whether it be real estate, financial, legal, title, it doesn't matter, but really talking about those issues that are particular to the Asian community and that make a difference. I love the philanthropic work that we do, whether it's feeding the homeless, working on Habitat for Humanity, conducting educational programs both for professionals and for the public. I feel like those things make a difference, and I'm very proud to have participated and played a role in some of those. Um, the main thing that I'd like to be able to bring is some of that past experience that I have from the corporate world into AREAA, and hopefully serve the organization with some of the skills and background that I have. A couple of things that I feel very strongly about is I want to see that we can go ahead and kind of codify and learn from what we've done before and make it easier so as we go forward. So I'd love to see us put together some actual guidance on how to do certain activities so that as we go to do them again, or as those people who are going to be working in the future on these events kind of have a roadmap to follow. So creating some checklists, creating some guidance that allow us to be much more smooth in how we operate as an organization. That's something I have a lot of practice at, creating checklists, creating roadmaps. That was a big part of my job the idea of preparing for succession, for those people who are going to come after us, to be able to follow in our footsteps and do a better job than we've done and refine things even more. So that's something I'd really like to help forward as we go through as an organization. The other thing that I'd really like to work on is to work on a long-range strategic plan with the other board members and with the organization. Um, I've always believed that to get anywhere, whether as an individual, as an organization, a family, no matter what the unit, it's important to have a long-range plan. And one of the things I used to do in my previous job was work with different organizations within my company or within the company as a whole, or even just in my own team, in coming up with a long range plan for where we wanted to go and discussing, not just the mission, but the goals, the strategies, and the tactics for achieving that mission. We have tremendous brain power, tremendous experience, tremendous drive within our organization. And I think I would love to see us harness that in the best way possible by saying, here's where we are now, and here's where we'd like to be 5 years from now. What's it going to take for us to get there? So setting goals, whether it be to provide education to real estate professionals on the unique issues facing the Asian population, to talking with lenders, what are some of the issues facing non-nationals, and how can we educate, and how can we perhaps change some of the roadblocks that have been thrown up in front of expatriates coming from Asia who are looking to benefit from the housing market here, whether it be as businesses or just as individuals looking to move forward in their lives. I think there's a great quote, I actually wrote it down, where Jim Park, when we were talking about in their video about the origins of AREAA, talked about that real estate represented an opportunity, an opening of doors, hope, and wealth generation for future generations within the Asian community. And I think that AREAA can play a big role in that. But I think the way we can optimize the role we play is, again, in coming up with a long-range strategic plan on how we want to do this. Whether I'm on the board or not on the board, it doesn't matter. That's just an area of expertise that I have that I'd really like to work with the organization on and come up with that. Where do we want to be in 5 years? What do we need to do to get there? So that when this board is long gone, and when our president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, committee members are, have moved on or have taken different roles within the organization, that this can continue on into the future. I guess, what do I get out of it? I really enjoy the people in AREAA. Many of them have become very dear friends. I enjoy the networking. I've certainly gotten business from being in AREAA. But most importantly, I feel like it's a great opportunity for me to give back. I'm involved in a number of philanthropic organizations, whether it be working with the homeless or working, on some international programs that I'm involved in. But I think AREAA really has their eye on the ball and is really able to move forward with some really impactful activities through like no other. I think it's amazing that we've been able to impact public policy as an organization. And quite honestly, I'm very proud to be a part of this organization. So I look forward to working with you all as part of AREAA. Again, whether I'm a board member or not, it doesn't matter. My background and anything I can offer is available to the organization, and it's something I truly believe in. So again, I'm sorry I'm not there in person. I would be more than happy to answer any of your questions. I'm unfortunately going to be tied up from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. On Wednesday. But again, I'll be happy to follow up in any way that you'd like. I guess one of the things, again, that I saw in the video about the origins of AREAA that I found really truly impactful was the symbol for AREAA. That on the one hand it represents a shelter, signifies home, but on the other hand that if you put the characters together in Chinese, it represents humanity. And that's, again, something I feel really strongly about, that this organization does. It cares not just about the members, it cares about the community and genuinely works to help attain the goal of sustainable home ownership in the community. So again, thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.